Hey, Professor. How's life treating you? Are you working today? You gotta take a day sometime. Get out in the world and have some fun. Right? Sometimes you gotta forget all the things you ought to do and focus on what you'd rather do. Hey, we should go get something to eat. My treat. What? I can't invite my professor to dinner without it being a scam? Okay, fine. You got me. I need to ask a favor, and I wanted a way to work up the courage to ask you. There are thieves in my family's territory. I was wondering if you'd go with me to drive them off. You remember the thief leader you fought at Conan Tower, yeah? Yes, Miquelon. He was the oldest son of House Gautier. What's left of his band of thieves is causing trouble in Gautier territory. My father has asked me to come home and put down those murderous jerks. But he's asked for me to come alone. No knights, no backup of any sort. That's crazy, right? And the way my father is, he probably has some other motive that I'll never know. Maybe he just wants me to get some more experience in battle. A crazy way to suggest it, though. Anyway, I'm not going alone, no matter what he asks. I'm going to ask some of the others in our class to help too. But none of us have your experience. If you'd come with us, I'd be grateful. Great. I'll talk to the others and see who's in. Thanks, Professor. Okay, we've got the thieves covered on both sides. Some of the thieves are still carrying what they stole, so we have a chance to get it back. Gotta be careful though. They'll run off faster than a nobleman's daughter if we just rush in. Target the strongholds to cut off their escape routes.
I got this. Should have trained better.
My father is offering a reward for every thief and rogue we take out. The more you beat, the more you get. Just remember, you gotta take them down fast. They'll bolt as soon as they're hurt. Take the strongholds and we cut off their escape route.
Stay focused.
I'm on it. Easy. So obvious. I'm pretty much perfect.
Let's get to it. How do you like that? Leave it to me. Who, me? Who, me? I'm all sweaty.
Ready and willing.
I'm not sticking around here to get slaughtered by a bunch of stuck-up jerks like you.
Okay, that'll do it. This exit route is blocked off. Very good. Now let's keep cool and take out the other strongholds.
I stand ready.
Ready anytime. Won't work.
Gonna need you to move.
What's next? So obvious. You're out of luck. Won't work. So obvious. Easy. So obvious. I get things done. I'll try even harder next time.
My moment has arrived. Sorry, but victory is mine. I'm not done yet. Yeah, I've got this down.
Wow, I put in more work than I realized.
As expected.
I call that a win. Can I get a do-over? I just worked harder. I have to.
You're outclassed. Nobles must be strong.
Did I hurt you?
Naturally.
Nice try. That's the spirit. I'll celebrate later.
Making my muscles proud. Guess I'm still growing.
That's one more stronghold taken, and one more escape route blocked. There are still some strongholds left. Professor, which should we go for first?
I guess I feel a little stronger.
Another escape route blocked. We're nearly done. Take out those thieves and capture that last stronghold.
Let me paint you a picture!
I call that a win.
Watch and learn. That is that.
Of course I won.
Magnificent.
Thanks. this to me?
I can do this! Yeah! I did it! I did! You're outclassed. Don't hold this against me, okay?
It was a good try.
Nice try.
A trivial victory. Appreciated.
Another one down.
That's the last of them. Great work, everyone. Thieves everywhere. I can't believe this is what the world is coming to. At least we've restored the peace here, even if it's only for a little while. Professor, thank you for your help. We drove off the thieves and got a reward from my father. Job well done, eh? Although, I don't know how to feel about this particular reward. I guess that's why my father tasked me with this mission. He wanted me to prove myself worthy of this relic. This weapon, the Lance of Ruin, it killed my brother, and now it's mine. Not remotely. I bear the crest of Gautier. The same crest my brother wished for his whole life, but never came to possess. I suppose I am. Miquelon hated me from the moment he found out I had a crest and he didn't. He was selfish and egotistical. I know it's not right to say bad things about the dead, but he earned it. Even now, I'm still cleaning up his messes. I have to wonder, though, what if it was the other way around? If he had the crest, and I didn't, would I be the one my father thought was worth forgetting? Or would my fate have been wholly unlike his? You're probably right, Professor. It's not like me, is it? I don't pray much, but I think I'm going to pray for those who lost their lives to the thieves tonight. And for all of us. I'm afraid there are more days like these coming our way. Vargas has always been a cold place, never very well-to-do. Until about 10 years ago, Our region was a battlefield for the people of the Sreng region to the north. And after the late king fell, the whole kingdom became unstable. So, it's no real surprise that more and more people are resorting to thievery, just to survive. And there are those rumors of the current regent being too busy chasing the ladies to bother with governing. Don't worry, I get the irony. The whole damn kingdom is in decline because of nonsense like that. I'm hoping once we get Dimitri on the throne, everything will get better. Anyway, I'll leave it up to you to decide how you want to use our reward, including the Lance of Ruin. I know I can trust you with it until you think I'm ready. And Professor, if I could, I'd still like to buy you a meal sometime. No, I'm just asking a friend to hang out, that's all. Again though, thank you for everything, Professor. I couldn't have done it alone.
Teacher.
Thank you very much.
Together, we will do just fine.
I'll do what I can. That wasn't so bad.
My efforts have borne fruit.
I think I get it.
How long will this take?
This isn't so hard. It's all coming together.
You've done me a great service.
Thank you so much.
Whew. Time to rest.
Hey, Raphael. This scene, why is it oddly familiar?
It's almost like this stuff is drawn to me whenever I'm in town. I'm just happy I can use my muscles to help out around here.
But isn't your goal to become a knight? Running errands isn't exactly a knight's job.
I heard that proper knights always help those in need. Isn't that right?
Well, you're not wrong, but I think most people would consider that only a small part of a knight's duty. A knight's main function is to fight and defend, don't you think? That said, I'll agree that helping anyone and everyone who needs it makes you a remarkably virtuous person, which is even better.
If someone virtuous becomes a knight, they'll be a virtuous knight, right? That's about as proper as you can get.
Yes, I suppose so. I, for one, would certainly look for virtue in any knight that I recruited.
So you're saying I'm the type of knight you'd want to hire for House Regan?
Absolutely. If I somehow actually manage to become the head of my house, that is. I can't see into the future, but you have my word that I'll do all I can to help make your dream a reality. That is, if you're actually able to let somebody help you out rather than helping out the whole world by yourself.
I'm not gonna stop helping others, but you can do me all the favors you want. All this talk of being proper is making me hungry. For my first favor, why don't you bring me a snack?
Hey, Ignatz. Getting lost in your imagination again?
No, today I am praying. I'm hoping that if I pray with all my might, she will appear before me.
The goddess, you mean?
Yes. Perhaps it's strange to think about such things.
Nah, you're fine. If I had the chance to meet the goddess, I certainly wouldn't say no. Especially your version of the goddess, huh? A total looker, isn't that right?
That's a disrespectful way of putting it. I just believe that she's a divine beauty. She'd have to be, considering how she mesmerized the people of Fodlan when she walked among them.
Too true. No doubt an incomparable beauty, that one. Funny to think that even now she must be somewhere, right? Well, I guess she's just floating on a cloud or whatnot.
Yes, indeed. Watching over us from above. And they say that someday she will return to walk amongst us again.
Well, don't mind me. You go ahead and get some good praying in. If the goddess appears, you let me know, okay?
What? No! If she does appear, I want it to just be the goddess and me.
It'll be way better if I'm there too. I'm saying this for your benefit, Ignatz.
Why?
Imagine an incomparable beauty standing before you. Do you really think you'll be able to remain calm?
Well, that is to say...
But if I'm there, I can smooth things over. Have a nice chat, invite her to tea, everything a goddess deserves.
Oh, well, I suppose that makes sense.
Of course it does. Now, get on with it. Pray like you've never prayed before. As you can see, if we were to face an enemy on this terrain, I would go here, and you would go here.
Hang on. If we're trying to repel the enemy, I should be positioned there, correct?
Huh? I'm not sure that's the best idea. Take a closer look at this map. See, there's a graveyard over here. Might run into some of those ghosts you hate so much.
Claude, will you knock it off already? So help me. If you continue treating me like a child, I'll...
Easy there. I'm sorry, okay? Just don't start blasting off any spells in here.
I've more pride than to turn an unarmed soldier to cinders. It wouldn't kill you to speak to me as an equal when we're discussing matters as serious as this.
Actually, I see you as more than an equal. There's no questioning the power you wield. And I was being serious about the formation just now. The bit about the ghosts was just me having fun with you. Or trying to. You're so smart, I figured you'd catch on to that right away. But back to the formation. Can you see why I arranged it like I did? The area I want you to guard requires the ability to adapt to an ever-changing situation. Who else could I trust with such a difficult task? You're my best bet for something like that.
Perhaps that's true.
Think back to the times we fought together. When have I ever treated you like a child on the battlefield? I depend on you, Lysithea. I value your power almost as much as I do Teach's.
Truly?
I swear to you on all of Fodlan, I'd like to have my fun, but I wouldn't joke about something like that. I consider you a valued ally. I'll stop now before I inevitably drift back into teasing you again. Just know that I meant every word, okay?
Fair enough then. From here forward, see to it that you treat me with the respect of an equal. And I admit that you are not short on talent yourself, but don't go getting a big head over it.
What are you writing there, Hilda? Wait, let me guess. You're replying to one of your brother's letters, right?
Of course. It's a pain, but I make sure to always send him a response, otherwise he'll worry. It's much easier than when we lived together. A few letters here and there are a small price to pay for this peaceful, brother-free environment.
Well, that's a fine thing to do regardless of your reasons. As for me, it's been far too long since I've written to my parents.
Oh, I thought your father had died.
Not quite. He's still alive and kicking, as far as I know. The late Duke who died in an accident was my uncle.
I see. I do recall you mentioning that your mother was born into the Regan family. What's your father like, if you don't mind me asking?
He's quite the extravagant character. When I was a kid, he used to tie me to a horse and drag me around.
Excuse me?
In all fairness, I was quite a little brat. The horse thing sounds worse than it is. There's sort of a trick to it.
A trick I hope I never need to learn. Your mother didn't step in and make him stop?
Gods no, she'd just laugh right along with him. If my father is extravagant, my mother's more like a warrior goddess, or maybe a demon queen. This one time, she got into an argument with my combat instructor and wound up in a full-on fist fight with the guy. What's more, she won. My instructor was a mighty warrior, undefeated in 100 battles, but even he was no match for her.
Huh? But your mother is a lady of nobility.
True, but she was the kind of woman to elope with the man she loved and throw it all away. Not your average duchess at all.
Ooh, they eloped. I like that. It's so romantic. Imagine abandoning your family forever to be with the one you love. Not everyone can do that.
It's not a question of can, it's a question of will. Even someone like you who generally despises effort would pull out all the stops for something you really care about. Isn't that right?
Excuse me? I put in plenty of effort.
Hey, that was a compliment. Anyhow, I look forward to the day when something inspires you to try your absolute hardest. It will be something to behold.
What is it, Marianne?
I'm curious why you've been eating your meals near me as of late. I'm not much for conversation. I'm always at a loss for words, and I never know how to respond to questions.
Well, it's true that there are some who prefer a lively dinner table, but I prefer to eat in peace. With you, my meals are a relaxing experience. In fact, you are the most peaceful dining companion I've ever had.
Really?
There is a real grace and fluidity to your every movement. I greatly appreciate refined table manners. Observing you all this time, I believe I've realized what is so striking about you. Your beauty comes from the heart. It is an inner beauty. It is not some flamboyant pageantry, a product of external adornment or grooming. When I first noticed it, I thought that it could use some refinement, a little polish. But I was mistaken. You are perfect in your natural state, just as you are.
You think I'm beautiful? Just the way I am?
Certainly. To add a superficial luster on top of what you already possess would be offensively redundant.
No one's ever said anything like that to me before.
Alas, I am the only one with eyes. But perhaps it is for the best that your beauty not be revealed to all the world. Yes, it is certainly better that only I, Lawrence Hellman Gloucester, can appreciate your true magnificence. And on that note, I bid you farewell.
What a strange person. But being called beautiful just the way I am, that was nice to hear.
Hello, Leonie. Busy as usual, I see.
Yep, lots to do. Not like you fancy nobles. Hey, can't you see all this stuff I'm carrying? Come on, move over already.
Alas, I cannot comply with your request.
Can't even ask a noble to take a step to the side, huh? That's a joke, right? You're kidding.
You've injured your foot. I could tell immediately by the way you are favoring it.
What?
Heavy lifting will only worsen the injury. Please, permit me to examine it.
Hey, cut that out! Isn't that improper or something, bowing to a commoner?
I am not bowing to you. I am tending your wound.
That's not what it'll look like. Hey, it's fine. Leave it.
Easing the burdens of the common folk is a natural obligation of the nobility. Now hold still and keep quiet for a moment, if you would be so kind.
That's a real pretty way to talk about sitting around in castles doing nothing. Let me tell you, everyone in my village is so grateful to be taxed up to the eyeballs for the privilege of— Ow!
Oh, it's quite swollen. And you're feverish. Fortunately, I do have an ointment here that should be of use.
What? You just carry that stuff around with you?
Certainly. It won't do to be unprepared if I happen across someone in need.
I don't get you, Lawrence.
It seems I've neglected to pack bandages. I'm afraid this handkerchief will have to suffice.
What, that fancy thing? Bit of a waste, isn't it? Hey, no thanks. I don't need some noble's pity.
What about the help of a friend? I am as much that as I am a noble, if you recall.
More of your weird logic.
There, that should ease the pain. And since you are recovering, allow me to carry this burden for you as well. There we are. Now, farewell.
I really don't understand that guy. Oh no, I completely forgot to thank him.
So heavy. I think I might have borrowed one too many books this time. And I have to return them at some point. Ah!
What's going on? Everything okay?
Just my luck.
Lysithia? Oh, wow. Look at the mess you made.
Thank you for the assistance. I can take it from here.
Were you planning on carrying this much weight on your own? Don't be ridiculous. You should have at least asked for help.
They're all books I need for my studies, and it's my own responsibility. No need to involve others.
I'm happy to help you carry some of them. How about half? That's fair, right?
No, really, I have this. I am not incapable, and I'm not a child.
As smart as you are, you sure are a silly person.
I'm so tough. I'm gonna stand my ground. I don't need help from anyone. And when things don't go my way, I'm gonna act all sad and moody.
You are remarkably talented at channeling me.
Huh? Oh, no. Sorry. I was imitating my little sister. Her name's Maya. She's way smart, but she can be pretty stubborn. You remind me of her. What I mean to say is that I want to help. So swallow your pride and ask. I'll be carrying the stack of books now. Got a problem with that?
Yeah. You seem obstinately determined to go against my wishes.
All right. Is this a good spot to drop them?
Hey, what are you doing? They need to be stacked neatly, otherwise they'll topple. This one needs to be rearranged, otherwise the rest won't fit properly.
Wow, talk about picky.
You're the one who was so insistent on helping. If you're gonna help, do it right or don't bother.
Fine.
Is that Raphael?
Yeah, I get it. But you can't be so picky. You need some meat in your diet. I don't know if you can eat human food, but bug meat might be good for you. That's right. You need to eat plenty of bug meat if you want to get big and strong like me. No more sweets for you.
What? He's talking to a bird?
Huh? Is someone there? Oh, Marianne! You're right on time. This little birdie was telling me that he misses you. And, oh, it flew off.
It appears so.
Why do you think birds fly away when there's more than one person around? Birds never seem to stay put unless I'm alone.
Birds are very cautious creatures. They tend to fly away when they're startled.
You mean they're afraid of loud noises? Oops, that was probably too loud for the birds.
Come on, Raphael. Keep it down. How's this? Do you think we'd be able to talk to birds together like this? I still haven't met a bird that can speak human. I was hoping you could introduce me.
Huh? I thought you were just talking to one.
I was mostly talking at him, not to him. He just said chirp chirp and stuff like that. I had no idea what he was talking about. I don't think he understood me either. Marianne, you always know which birds understand what you're saying, right? Next time you find a bird who understands you, I hope you let me know so I can join the conversation.
Now what am I supposed to do?
Oh, hey, it's you. Going for a walk again today?
No, I'm on cooking duty today, and I have to head into town for some groceries.
All on your own? I'd better go with you. I'd be worried if you went by yourself.
No, please, I can manage on my own.
But won't you have a hard time carrying everything back?
Not at all. I'll be fine. I'm just replacing a few ingredients. Also, I may not look it, but I'm actually quite strong. I've been exercising every day.
You're right. You don't look it. Your biceps are a fraction of the size of Raphael's. If you start fumbling around under the weight of all the groceries, and then you trip and spill everything everywhere... Look, I'm just saying that could be your future. It could happen. It doesn't look pretty.
That's what you think of me, huh?
Yep. You're honestly a bit of a mess.
I see. If that's how you feel.
Oh, knock it off with the wounded puppy dog eyes. As though I'm some sort of villain in your story.
I'm sorry. That wasn't my intention. I'm just a bit sensitive, that's all. You're talking like you don't respect me.
I see. So now it's my fault? No matter how grown you seem to think you are, there's so much you're incapable of. You can play at being a mature adult, but it only ever complicates things, and that's exactly what makes you look like a child.
Oh, enough already! Would you just leave me alone?
Maybe I went a bit far that time. But he's so stubborn despite his ineptitude.
I can't just leave it be. He's so foolish, constantly making a mess of things. Wait, but then...
No matter how much we stretch, some things are always beyond us. I think it's fine to be vulnerable and ask for help sometimes.
What he said to me before. To everyone else, do I seem just like Ignatz?
Oh my, Ignatz. You're in a hurry. Is something the matter?
The professor wants us to gather at the training grounds. Didn't you hear?
Of course I did. I'll head over in a bit.
Are you sure you want to wait? I can hear the professor calling.
We're not needed until after the lunch hour. We have plenty of time.
Oh, I guess so. I was just panicking a bit. I wish I could be calm like you. How are you so unflappable?
Well, rushing around doesn't help, does it? I mostly try to stay out of everyone's way. There's no point in overexerting yourself. Anything that needs doing will get done eventually.
Huh. So that's the secret to happiness.
I suppose, but it's not nearly as philosophical as you make it sound.
No, it's perfect. I feel like I don't quite fit in with other people. So in situations like this, where I have to talk to someone, I panic a little. Please, teach me how to be as calm and collected as you are.
Honestly, Ignatz, you're making this out to be much bigger than it is. I mostly just don't pay attention. Being like me is more trouble than it's worth.
But you always seem so happy. I'm sorry.
There's no need to apologize. Come on, let's head to the training grounds. I may slow you down, though.
All right. You don't have to rush. But I'm going to anyway. See you there.
Goodness, don't strain yourself. Goodness, Hilda, you look worried. Is something the matter?
Oh, Mercedes. I was on my way to the greenhouse to water the flowers. But I have a meeting with the professor right now, so I'll have to be quick.
It must be urgent to call you at this hour of the morning. Go see what the professor needs from you. I can take care of the flowers.
Oh, are you sure? Thank you so much.
It's no problem at all. Let me take the water from you.
Thank you again. I'll see you at lunch.
Right. I'm off.
Oops, my meeting with the professor was tomorrow. Anyway, thanks, Mercedes. Still no Mercedes. All she had to do was water a few plants. I didn't think it would take this much time. It's almost noon. Maybe I'll go see what she's up to.
And that's the last of that. Perfect.
What's taking you so long?
Oh, Hilda. Is your meeting with the professor over already?
Yes. It's almost lunchtime. What are you still doing here?
Lunchtime? I hadn't realized how late it was. After watering the flowers, I noticed that the greenhouse was in need of some tidying. I must have gotten a bit carried away. It's so pleasant working in here.
Oh, pleasant. Sure. You're such a kind person.
No, it was my pleasure. Anyway, shall we head to the dining hall?
I should have just done it myself. Waiting for her was so exhausting.
What was that, Hilda? Come along, I'm hungry.
Coming! What should we eat?
sweetheart. There you are.
Observant as ever, Ferdinand. What can I help you with?
You have been utilizing clever tricks to give me the slip. But not today. Prepare yourself. A noble cannot escape from his duty. Hold these words in your heart.
It seems you really mean it this time. I suppose I have no choice but to outmatch you.
Finally, a little enthusiasm. You are bravely stepping upon the path of nobility. Let us begin!
Come now, Ferdinand. Don't be foolish. I can't possibly train with you. I have places to be.
Wait! I will not allow you to get away!
I can't run anymore.
Just admit defeat.
Can't we? Just a minute. Ferdinand, let me catch my breath.
Well, maybe just for a moment. I could use a rest myself. I am surprised you could run so far. I had assumed that all that lounging around would have dulled your constitution, but I had a difficult time keeping up.
The fear of having to exert myself really helped. You're none too slow yourself. It's been a while since I ran like that. It actually feels pretty good.
It does it not? Well, how about we say that thrilling chase was your training for the day? If you will excuse me, I am going to run even more, so I can catch you next time.
After all the running you already did? That's our Ferdinand. You always give everything your all, don't you?
And what is wrong with that?
Nothing whatsoever, Ferdinand. I mean that.
That settles that. And don't even think about brawling around here again.
Impressive, Caspar. Well done.
Hey, Ferdinand, did you see that fight?
I saw it from start to finish. Both parties were at fault, disturbing the peace. Then you stepped in and corrected their behavior. You are setting a good example. I am proud to call you my fellow noble.
Your fellow noble? I wasn't even thinking about nobility. That had nothing to do with it.
Excuse me, nothing? Resolving conflicts among common folk is a duty of the nobles. Is that not what you were doing?
I guess so. But it was more like instinct or something. I saw people acting out of line and I had to step in.
Ah, you were acting on impulse. You might be better served following moral convictions rather than instincts. Take me, for example. I always bear in mind that I am a noble and behave accordingly. The fortunate must help the unfortunate. That is my guiding principle.
I never have any idea what you're talking about. If someone's in trouble, you gotta help them out. Simple as that.
A difference of opinion, you might say. Very well then. Believe what you will. I will not expend energy trying to change your mind.
Maybe all of this noble stuff just isn't for me. Hey! Don't walk away when I'm talking to you!
Another fine day, alone in my room, and plenty of books to read.
Bernadetta, I have something to discuss with you.
What? I didn't do anything.
No need to be defensive. I am not angry.
Oh, you definitely are. I can tell. Just get it over with. What did I do?
You did not do anything wrong. Please, listen. Look, just breathe, will you?
Can't breathe. Too scared.
I see that you are struggling. Please calm down.
Easy for you to say.
I just wanted to discuss how you are always hiding in your room. It seems like something must be troubling you, for you to shut yourself away like that. If something is the matter, maybe I can help. But you need to tell me what it is first.
No,
No thanks, I'm fine. See, I'm breathing out. You fixed me. Can I go?
Do you not realize that life is passing you by? Have you no desire to venture beyond this reclusive lifestyle? There is a whole world waiting for you out there. The social life of a noble is actually rather...
Just stop it. I'm not interested.
Bernadetta, this is unhealthy behavior. I beg you to take my hand. Otherwise, I will have to pick you up and carry you, and neither of us will...
What if I actually like being alone? Is that so hard to imagine? It's none of your business. Get lost!
Ugh!
Oh no!
Ouch! I sprained my wrist.
Oh, no. Now you've done it, Bernie. Now, you're his eternal rival.
I do not wish to hurt you. Actually,
No! I'm done for! You'll be the death of me for sure!
Maybe I should just come back later. Ah, Dorothea! The dining hall seems so much brighter with you here.
Ferdy, I must say you are quite adept with flattery. Please, give me some more.
Flattery? No, I was not... There you go with that attitude again. Why do you reserve such cold treatment for me and me alone? Do you hate me, Dorothea? Or have you some other reason to avoid my company?
I underestimated you. I assumed your noble upbringing had dulled your perception. But you got it right on your first try. I hate you.
Huh, I was right. Might I ask why you find me so despicable? I can scarcely guess.
Don't waste another minute thinking about it.
That will not do. I do not think you would hate a person for no reason.
Perhaps. How's this? If you can guess why, I'll let you know if you're right. The brains of us common folk are so simple, it should be pretty easy for a big shot noble to sort out.
Very well. I cannot walk away from a challenge. I have no choice but to chance a guess. You are always making fun, calling me a big shot and so forth. Perhaps you think all nobles are... No, it cannot be that simple.
Oh? What can't be that simple?
Please, will you not give me a clue?
Well, let me see. A good clue? I know. It's because you're like a bee. That ought to be enough of a clue. So long, Ferdy.
A bee? I haven't the slightest. Perhaps because I am such a diligent worker? Oh, Mercedes. This is unexpected.
Hello, Ferdinand. Did you come to pray?
I did. I quite like the atmosphere in the cathedral. It is holy and solemn. Perfectly suited to a noble, wouldn't you say?
I guess so.
You guess so? I think the matter is rather clear-cut. It is incumbent upon nobles that we pray regularly to the goddess. The piety of the nobles is a model for commoners. It teaches them the value of devotion.
Absolutely. I know exactly what you mean. I couldn't agree more.
These days, many nobles scarcely, if ever, pray. Look around. You and I are alone in this cathedral. It is really quite a shame.
Well, I don't really know that I count as a noble anyway.
I am afraid the nobility seems to be losing its way. When you pray, you are usually alone, right?
Yes, you're right. I usually am.
Precisely. Where are the others? Of course you cannot force people to worship. That is out of the question. Nobles must determine for themselves what they will believe and how they will pray. A religion foisted on you without your say is not much of a religion at all. Do you not agree?
Yes, I definitely agree. Definitely agree.
On the other hand, we cannot stand idly by while...
It was great talking to you, but I'm getting pretty sleepy. I'm gonna head off to bed. Good night.
All in all, one has to conclude. Mercedes, where did she go? I must have inspired her to go out and revive the faith. Perhaps I should do the same. I cannot let her show me up.
What is that lovely smell? It seems to be coming from the training area. What could it be?
You have met your match, Rust. Ah, so stubborn.
Good day to you, Ferdinand. You smell amazing. That is you I am smelling, is it not?
Ah, Flayn, hello. Are you referring to the smell of this oil?
Aha! Yes, that is the smell, all right.
I am simply doing some armor maintenance. A little oil keeps the rust at bay, ensuring that the armor moves smoothly, without any hitches.
I see. I thought maybe you were doing some cooking. You smell a bit like food. But I suppose that is the oil tricking my nose.
I would not cook in the training area. Are you hungry by chance?
Not really, no. But is that oil not also used for cooking? For things like frying meat or drizzling over a nice crisp salad? Things of that nature? Were I to coat my armor in oil that smells of food, I would be distracted by hunger at all times.
I doubt that amidst actual fighting, the smell would still make you hungry. When you are in the thick of it, you devote all your focus and energy to the fight. There is no time to feel peckish.
I suppose you're right. And actually, all of this talk of delicious oil has made me hungry.
In that case, I will accompany you to the dining hall. I will be finished in a couple of minutes.
I must apologize, Ferdinand, but I cannot wait even a moment for you. I am famished. I shall be in the dining hall, getting my fill of fried goodies.
Well, that was quick. I will admit, now that she has mentioned it, it is a rather appetizing smell.
You're looking pretty tired, Linhardt. I think you could use a little more of the fighting spirit.
I believe you have enough fighting spirit for the both of us.
Enough? There's no such thing. You need as much as you can get if you're gonna train.
I'd rather pace myself. You're becoming too much like your father. I still recall with startling clarity the time he forced me to do some training.
I remember your father wasn't too happy about that. Our fathers actually got into a fight over it.
They hate one another so much. I simply cannot fathom what's wrong with the two of them.
I wish they'd just have it out already. One big fight to settle things. My father would win, obviously, but it would still be fun to watch.
That would be rather cruel. I don't think anyone in Fodlan could beat up your father. My father does have the height advantage, though.
Height advantage? What does that matter?
When two opponents are of similar strength, the one with the height advantage wins. It's pure math.
Whoever forces the other to submit wins. That's how fighting works. It has nothing to do with height.
Brute strength alone doesn't decide a fight. And taller people have longer limbs, too. Longer limbs equates to a longer reach. Taller people can hit you from farther away. Oh, and they have more leg strength. There's also that... Well, I'm bored explaining this. I think you get my point.
No, I don't get it. Now you're talking about limb length and reach? None of that matters when you're up close and brawling.
You know, I'm going to agree with you just so I don't have to keep talking.
If you've got something else to say, then come out and say it. Actually, you know what? Forget this. I'll prove it to you myself. Some of those new knights look pretty tall. I'll fight one just for you.
And off he goes.
They're all so strong, I couldn't land a single blow.
So it's as I said then, isn't it? The tallest fighter has the advantage. And my father could beat yours in a fight.
Such lovely weather for painting.
Bernadetta?
Who are you? Where did you come from?
It's just me, Linhardt. What are you doing?
Painting! Just painting. Not important. Am I in your way? I'm in your way. I'll just go. I'm going.
No need for all that. I just came out here to read. I'll stay quiet and still so as not to bother you. How's that? If you want to go, that's fine too.
No. I'll stay.
Say, aren't you usually holed up inside?
I'm sorry! I'm sorry for coming here. I'm sorry for bothering you! You're mad, aren't you? You look really mad. I'll just pack up. I'll be gone before you know it.
Mad? At you? Never. I rather admire you, in fact. I fantasize about shutting myself in my room and never going outside again. It sounds like paradise. However, I wouldn't be able to perform my research. That, Bernadetta, is a problem.
What? You admire me? Nuh-uh. No way. I know a trick when I see one. What are you plotting? So you want to copy me, is that it? And what's a copy do with the original? Replace it! Well, I've got you figured out. I won't just sit back and take it. I'll fight you!
What? That's not this is too much hassle. I'm leaving.
I'm sorry! Please don't kill me!
I do believe a nap is in order.
Ah, this is lovely. Just feel that breeze.
Dorothea, whatever are you doing here?
I was thinking of relaxing here, but it looks as if someone else is lounging in my spot already. Taking a nap in public like this? Really, Lynn. The nobles look down on such behavior.
You do know I am of noble birth.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just teasing. You never do act very noble, though. Why is that?
Each person must follow their own way. This is how I prefer to live. Even if some of the more pretentious nobles like to poke fun at my ways.
Doesn't that bother you? I mean, really? It doesn't hurt your pride or anything?
What use is pride? It doesn't feed nor clothe you. It offers no warmth on a cold night.
First time I've heard a noble say something like that.
Well, most nobles are... oh, what is the polite way to say it? Fools. Yes, they are fools. As for myself, my father is the Minister of Domestic Affairs, and he has pride enough for the both of us. For example, did you know he and the Minister of Military Affairs cannot get along, although they value each other greatly? His pride gets in the way, so he can't make amends. That is why there is discord between civil ministers and military officers in the Empire. And so pride serves no good purpose in politics either. So tell me, what use is it?
I wonder if bad blood between civil and military leaders is somewhat unavoidable. The Minister of Domestic Affairs is in charge of all civil officials, so if they just give in easily, their subordinates would lose respect, right? I get the feeling that if your pride isn't equal to the responsibility you bear, then you aren't fit to lead. Also, I happen to think pride can be quite charming.
And how necessary is charm? It just gets in the way of living your life.
If you lack charm, nobody will give you a second glance.
Right, which means more time for napping.
Lynn, you can't really believe what you're saying, can you?
Now then, where is that book on dance?
Hello, Flane. I'm curious if you could confirm some suspicions I have.
Hello, Linhardt. What is it?
I've recently been lost in study on the topic of Saint Setheline. You're familiar with her life, yes?
I know
know a little of her, as do many. But what does this have to do with me?
Interesting that you would ask that. Your question betrays your understanding of my inquiry.
I am quite certain that it does not, as a matter of fact.
I have interviewed several members of the Academy and the Monastery. All agree that you have trouble focusing on detail-oriented work. As I mentioned, I have been carefully researching Saint Sethleen's history, and I found several intriguing anecdotes concerning her life. Granted, it is not stated explicitly in the texts, but it is easy enough to read between the lines and get to the underlying truth. The authors of several tomes, all written within 50 years of Saint Sethleen's passing, imply she found it difficult to maintain focus on detail-oriented tasks. Then, just this morning, as I was studying statues of Saint Sethleen, I came to realize how similar her visage is to your own. Interesting, no?
I do not appreciate your disrespectful approach to this topic.
No disrespect intended, I assure you. Saint Sethleen is a major saint. I only mean to say that looking like her is an honor.
I actually meant that you are being disrespectful to Saint Sethleen.
There was one other item.
If you must.
You are quite skilled in white magic, yes? My understanding is that you have a very high affinity for the art.
Yes, I do. I am confident in my abilities. I am glad of my abilities, for it is a way in which I am able to help others.
Indeed. Once more an echo of Saint Sethleen. I'm so curious as to why such similarities exist. Her crest? Perhaps hereditary traits then? Or is it possible I am allowing myself to see patterns where there are none?
I am very busy searching for a book. I will be going now.
And that one goes there. Perfect!
Oh, hey, Bernadetta. What's going on?
Enemy! Enemies here! We're under attack! Help! Someone! Anyone!
Help? I'm the one who came here for help. I guess I'll just take care of it myself. I can't believe I got hurt trying to break up someone else's fight. It's ridiculous. All I do is step in to calm them down, and the next thing you know, they're both at my throat. Hey, you ever been in a fight?
Fight? You're challenging me to a duel? No, I can't! I've never fought anyone in all my life! I surrender! You win!
Alright. That was easy enough. Not to be rude, but do you ever think that maybe your attitude makes you a little unapproachable? You should try stepping outside and socializing. I'm sure you'd make friends in no time if you didn't waste it all in here.
Outside? In no time? Oh, sure, yeah! Why didn't I think of that? Or maybe it's just not as easy for me as it is for you. Did that ever cross your mind?
Why wouldn't it be? Making friends is easy. This one time, I even made friends with someone I'd just been in a fight with. I think it was the gorgeous view that did it. We really shared a moment. Come on, let's go check it out.
Hold on! What are you doing? Please don't touch me! Ah! Put me down! Put me down!
Calm down. I'm just gonna carry you out of here. Easy does it. And here we are. See? That wasn't so bad now, was it? And what about this view? Gorgeous, right?
So this is what death is like. Didn't expect it to be so sudden. Come and claim me, sweet death. But first, let this evening sun wash clean my imperfect soul.
Hey, now don't go dying on me, Bernadetta. It's just the sun.
Huh? What? Where am I? Oh, it's pretty. Such a lovely view.
Hey, Shamir. Your archery skills were amazing the other day. I couldn't believe it when you hit all those bullseyes. Not a single miss.
It was nothing.
No way, it was incredible. You were incredible. You gotta teach me how to shoot.
Maybe.
That sounds like a yes to me. Are you free tomorrow?
Maybe. No promises, though.
Come on, Shamir, don't be like that. Wait, is this because you don't think I'm good enough? That can't be it.
It's nothing personal. As someone born in Dagda, I'm not very fond of the Empire.
Dagda? Where is... Oh, you mean where they had that war with the Empire a few years back? The country west of Fodlan. Across the ocean. That Dagda?
That Dagda. But that is behind us.
I had no idea. I understand why you'd hate the Empire so much, though. My father was a major general in that war. He led an entire army. If I were you, I definitely wouldn't want to train the son of someone who killed all those Dagdans.
You misunderstand. I harbor no ill will toward your generation.
Huh? Well, then what does this have to do with you teaching me how to shoot?
I simply have other commitments. I don't have the time to teach everyone, so I can't make any promises.
That's your reason? You're just too busy? I thought you hated me. I guess I had nothing to worry about. In that case, I'm excited to get to know you better. Let's leave all that Dagda and Empire stuff in the past.
It's peaceful here. Flowers are so calming. Just looking at these, it's like all the terrible parts of the day just disappear. If only people could be more like flowers.
What's Bern doing? She looks like there's something wrong.
All these nobles are just terrifying. And the commoners? Just look at Dorothea. So pretty, popular, dazzling. There's no way someone like me could ever be close with someone like that.
Bern, are you okay?
Dorothea! Did you hear all that?
Just the part about you wishing you could get along with someone. So, Bern, who have you got a crush on? Seriously now, you have to tell me. Who are they? Do I know them? I'm so excited for you, Bern.
No. I was actually thinking about being friends with you.
Me? I thought we already were friends.
That's not what I mean. Oh, I'm such a coward. I thought it would be great if we could be closer. But old memories just get in the way for me.
Bern, whatever happened in the past, you know you have my full support. I'm here for you. I thought we'd already been friends for a long time now. Please.
Just forget it. We'll never be close friends. Father would just... He would just... No!
Wait, Father? What did she mean by that?
Oh no, it's Felix. He's coming right at me. If I run, he'll chase me. Maybe if I just hold really, really still.
Ahem.
Whatever it is, I didn't do it, I swear. Unless I'm offending you just by standing here.
No, here. I believe this is yours.
Huh? Oh, yeah, that's my satchel. Wait, where did you get that?
Stop asking questions and just take it.
No! Trap! It's a trap!
Why are you acting like this?
Acting? Does this terror on my face look fake to you?
You're being difficult. Come on, this is yours.
I can't! Your icy glare has frozen me completely!
Shut up, just take the thing.
No! Please don't kill me.
What? Who's going to...
Sword! He's got a sword!
My sword! How did you...
I can't do this anymore!
What an odd girl. But she's certainly caught my attention. I've never seen that technique before. Oh, I still have to give this back to her.
So full. That fruit plate really hit the spot. Time to get nice and snug. Maybe do some sewing.
Hey, you Bernadetta. You look pretty happy. Celebrating something?
What? No, nothing at all.
Hey, relax. It's okay if you'd rather not tell me. By the way, I believe you left something in the library. A half-written manuscript? Your own work, I presume? I was curious who it belonged to and gave it a read-through. You're a really talented writer. I'm sorry. I peeked at the first page, then the next, and I couldn't stop. I think it's good enough to publish. It's the kind of adventure story that will make people laugh and cry. I love how you never know what mess the hero is going to get herself into next. I'm dying to read more. Your mouth's hanging wide open. Bernadetta, are you okay?
Sorry, was someone talking about a story?
Yes, that would be me. I read your book.
You read my book?
Yeah, and I loved it.
I'm so humiliated. Please forget everything you read.
Humiliated? No, I think the word you're looking for is humbled, because... And she's gone. Now, what do I do with this book?
Oh, he actually read it. I regret everything. Even if I burn the pages, I can't burn his memory. Not unless I throw him in the fire, too. No, that's awful. Don't think things like that, Bernie.
Bernadetta, please come out of your room. You've been in there for ages. You need to train.
No. Sorry, not happening.
I'm not playing around, Bernadetta. This training is absolutely crucial to your future.
I don't care. I can't handle it today. Please leave.
Why did you come here?
Why did I come here? I didn't choose to join the academy. I was forced.
I suppose not everyone has to be pleased about being here. But even so, Bernadetta, I'll ask one more time. Please come out of there.
And I'll tell you one more time. It's not happening. Not right now. Not today.
You leave me no alternative. If you're near the door, you'd better step away.
My door! Why?
Now hurry along, Bernadetta. You've got lots of training to catch up on.
Spare me! I'll train! Just not with you. Anyone but you, please.
Is that so? That presents a problem. I know we are two very different people, but whether or not you like me, we are on the same side and must learn to work together.
It's not about any of that. If this is how you treat people on your own side, what do you do to your enemies?
Don't ask questions you don't want answers to. I did what was necessary to get you to comply. Nothing more. I do hope that the professor will be able to help you through the rest of your training. In the meantime, I will fix your door. Good luck.
Right. Okay. Good.
goodness, I swear you're always training. Such a hard worker. So strong. Hello? Felix?
What?
You can hear me. That's good. I was worried maybe your ears didn't work.
What do you want?
Oh, nothing. Nothing in particular, I mean. But now that I'm here, and now that you've asked, when you finished up, do you think you'd like to join me in the dining hall for something sweet?
I'll pass. I don't like sweets. Also, you're a nuisance. Stay away from me.
That's not a very nice way to talk to a classmate. Anyway, you sound like you're shooing away a stray cat.
Shh, shut up.
I am not a stray cat, Felix, and I am not leaving until you take a moment to chat with me.
You are a pest. Fine, do what you will.
Oh, you better believe I am going to keep doing exactly what I will. Maybe instead of a sweet treat, we can get something spicy. Would you like that? I've heard the dining hall is serving a dish with some Western spices in it. Does that sound good, Felix? Would you like something spicy instead of sweet?
You're distracting me. When I am hungry, I will eat. Alone. Stop squawking at me.
Well, since you asked so nicely, I'll leave you in peace. Goodbye, Felix.
Finally.